In the beginning there was silence, not the silence of empty rooms or waiting spaces, but a deeper quiet, a quiet that breathed with the slow pulse of time itself. Before the gods gathered in Asgard, before men built fires in Midgard, and long before the hammer of Thor echoed through the skies, there was only the void. It was called Ginnungagap. Vast and endless, Ginnungagap stretched between two great extremes. To the north lay Niflheim, a land of ice and mist, where frost curled through the air like sleeping breath. To the south, Muspelheim, blazing with flame and light, its fires crackling in the endless dark. And where these two met, ice and fire, mist and flame, something stirred. From that meeting came the first drops of water, melting from the ice, warmed by the fires of Muspelheim. And from those drops came life. Ymir, the first being, a giant born from frost and fire, lay sleeping in the newborn world. Beside him grew the primordial cow, Audumla, who nourished him with her milk. She licked the salt-rimed ice, and from her licking came Buri, the first of the gods. In time, gods rose from these beginnings. Odin, Vili, and Ve, grandsons of Buri, looked upon the world and saw its shapelessness. They slew the giant Ymir, whose massive body became the earth. His flesh formed the land, his blood the seas, his bones the mountains, and his skull the vault of the heavens. From his hair grew trees, and from his brains, clouds. The gods placed sparks of Muspelheim in the sky to form the stars, and Midgard, the world of men, was shaped from Ymir's eyebrows, set between the realms as a protective circle. But central to this world, the axis of all creation, was the tree. Yggdrasil. No one knew when Yggdrasil came into being. Some said it had always been, grown from the heart of Ginnungagap itself. Others whispered that it sprouted the moment the first breath of life entered the cosmos. It mattered little. What mattered was that it stood, tall beyond imagining, strong beyond destruction, its roots and branches binding all the realms like threads in a woven tapestry. The tree's bark shimmered in soft shades of silver and green. Its leaves rustled with whispers, not from the wind, but from the voices of time, past, present, and future, all weaving together in a single breath. It was said that if one sat beneath Yggdrasil in total stillness, they might hear the songs of unborn stars, the laughter of forgotten gods, or even the murmur of their own fate. The 9 realms rested in Yggdrasil's embrace. In the middle, like a golden ring, lay Midgard, the world of humans, balanced between all others. Above it soared Asgard, shining realm of the Aesir gods, home to Odin, the All-Father, and the golden halls of Valhalla. Across the Bifrost Bridge shimmered Vanaheim, land of the Vanir gods, keepers of nature and peace. High and bright rested Alfheim, realm of the light elves, beings of beauty and radiant song. But the light was not all. Beneath the surface lay Svartalfheim, the caverns of the dwarves, where glowing embers lit forges of unending craft. In the east lay Jotunheim, wild and vast, the land of the frost giants and primal forces. Farther still, in the cold embrace of mists, was Niflheim, where ice and death reigned. And beyond, ever burning and unreachable by mortals, Muspelheim, land of fire, guarded by the sword of Surtur. Last, in the deepest shadow beneath all, lay Helheim, realm of the dead, where souls not taken in battle drifted into the care of Hel, daughter of Loki. All these worlds, so different, so distant, were held together by Yggdrasil. Its roots dug into their soils, its branches curved through their skies. Its trunk was the spine of existence. 3 great roots anchored the world tree. The first stretched into Niflheim, curling around the spring of Vergelmir, a seething icy well that frothed with the waters of creation. There, beneath the root, coiled Nidhogg, the dread serpent who gnawed endlessly at the wood. He was decay, ever hungry, whispering ruin through the ages. Some said he ate to bring change, not destruction, but few dared believe such comforting lies. The second route delved into Jotunheim, resting beside Mimir's well. This was a place of deep and hidden knowledge, guarded by Mimir, the wise one. His well held the wisdom of the past and the secrets of the world, but the price of drinking was steep. When Odin sought its water, he sacrificed one of his eyes and placed it in the depths, forever watching. In return, he gained sight beyond sight, though what he saw he seldom shared. The third route reached into Asgard beside the sacred well of Urd. Here the Norns, Urd, Verdandi, and Skuld, wove the tapestry of fate. Each day they watered the root with pure waters and white clay, keeping the tree alive and gleaming. With slender fingers they carved runes into the trunk, etching destinies across its skin. Though even gods sought to change fate, the Norns only recorded, never altered. What would come, would come. Life bloomed across Yggdrasil. It was not a solitary thing. In its branches a great eagle made its home. His name was lost to time, but his eyes saw all. Between his eyes perched a hawk, ever watchful, ever silent. They saw the rise and fall of kings, the laughter of gods, and the tears of men. High above, the sky glistened with stars, some caught in the leaves, as if resting before continuing their dance. Running up and down the tree's mighty trunk was Ratatoskr, the chattering squirrel. Mischievous and swift, he carried words between the eagle and Nidhogg, insults, riddles, and taunts. No one knew if he was friend to either or merely a messenger of chaos, keeping the conversation between heaven and the underworld alive. 4 great stags roamed the branches. Their names were Dain, Dvalin, Duneyr, and Durathror. They grazed upon the bark and leaves, shaking the branches with their slow movement. When they paused, the world seemed to hold its breath. When they ran, storms broke across the realms. Serpents slithered in the roots, whispering songs older than language. Some said they were memories, others claimed they were lies. But their voices, like the wind through hollow trees, filled the silence with meaning. Yggdrasil stood unmoving, but never still. The world turned upon its body, and it turned with the world. Seasons passed across its bark. Time pooled in the hollows of its wood. When gods held feasts, their laughter echoed through its leaves. When giants roared in anger, the tree vibrated with their fury. When mortals wept, their tears soaked into its roots. And through all of it, the tree endured. Odin often sat beneath its branches, silent in thought. He had hung himself from Yggdrasil once, in search of knowledge, suspended for 9 days and 9 nights. No food, no water, no rest, only the wind, the creaking of branches, and the pain of sacrifice. In that silence, he saw the runes. He grasped their secrets, gave names to their shapes, and brought their power into the world. It was said he died and was reborn there, changed forever by the whispers in the leaves. Others came to the tree for guidance. Freya wept beneath it when she could not find her lost love. Thor touched its bark before battle, grounding his thunderous strength. Loki, sly and restless, circled it with schemes in his heart. Even Hel, from her realm of shadows, sent her thoughts upward like smoke, curling along the roots in silent communion. But Yggdrasil did not speak. It did not move. It simply existed, witness and web, guardian and guide. And so it remains, even now. Its branches may brush the moon. Its roots may drink from the dawn of time. But Yggdrasil endures not just in the myths of the north, but in every tree that rises from the earth, every connection we make, and every story we tell. It lives in the balance of all things, the still point between fire and frost, the bridge between birth and end, the breath between heartbeats. Close your eyes now and feel it, the hum beneath your feet, the whisper in the leaves. You are walking its roots every day. The tree is always there, holding the worlds, holding you.